Good morning, folks. We are here at the Avon Whitewater Park, and we have a great show for you. This is a live shot. This whole show is going to be live. We're bringing you so much information on the events happening this weekend, what activities to do, water levels, so much information. And guess what? Ken Hovey is in the house. He's got the hot seat, so pour that cup of coffee. Vail Valley Live starts right now.
It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
Living it.
living it.
Living it.
Lots to do,
lots to see.
Every morning.
every morning.
Every morning,
At 7:30.
7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
it's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
That's right. Watch us now. Hello, everyone. Ken Hovey here at the studios for Vail Valley Live, and thank you, Meredith, for that very special introduction. It's been a while since I've seen you, the viewers, and I've been here on the program. And having done broadcasting in the Valley for 20 years, it is always fun to show up first thing in the morning, talk about the weather, the headlines, and all things awesome here in Eagle County, and that's what we're going to do. I'm going to be sharing quite a bit of time with Meredith. We have a lot of information on the Bravo Music Festival, which is taking place right now, and also just all the things in general that are taking place around Eagle County. And as Meredith mentioned, we'll be also talking about different things going on with the rivers, whether it be fly fishing or rafting. This is your one-stop shop resource to find out about things that are going on here locally. And if we could, I'm here with Leah this morning. She's our producer. I'd love to bring Meredith back in and check in at the river park before we get to the headlines, and also before we get to your weather report with the outlets at Silverthorne. Good morning, Meredith. How are you? Good to see you this morning.
It's awesome to be here, Ken, with you. Oh my gosh, I've learned so much from you, and I'm at the Whitewater River Park, which just reminds me of you. I mean, if our viewers don't know, Ken is an iconic kayaker and, shall I say, river rat?
Used to. Meredith, I'm turning 51 years old this year, so it's slowing down just a little bit. But I wanted to talk about the river park because, and I want to get some of our viewers to chime in today, especially some of the authorities on fly fishing, because the fishing has been fantastic this year. The water levels have dropped, but I did read the headlines within the past few weeks that we had restrictions on fishing on the Eagle River and the Colorado. That was a voluntary one that was from noon on. And then I read one the other day that said that we are actually going to have full day restrictions. So I'm not quite sure where we're at on that. I used my trusty friend Google today to see if those restrictions have been lifted. I have not found it out. And the reason I say that, Meredith, is because where you're at down there at the Avon Park, it's not only great for kayaking, that is an awesome fishing spot right there.
It is so gorgeous, and you can kind of just post up on these rocks, bring a coffee, bring a snack, enjoy the views. And just to give some people context, it's really in the heart of Avon, right at the base of Beaver Creek, and across the way you have your lovely Burger King. I took a stop at the Starbucks, and then also there's the Avon Bakery. So, it's really central. I love Avon for that reason. You can kind of just walk and roam, and there's great shopping, great stores, and, you're right at the base of Beaver Creek. So
here's my question for you. You mentioned the Avon Bakery. What's your favorite item at Avon Bakery? I have mine.
I'll tell you. I got it. It's the steak, egg, and cheese biscuit.
I'm trying to look at the camera and look at my monitor and see this sandwich that you have this morning. Look at that.
You got to see this morning. I've brought this sandwich on live before, but it's so dang good. It never gets old. It's some steak, egg, jalapeno.
That looks
I'll do a
good.
taste test for you. It's
That looks good.
dang.
My favorite over there, spicy chicken wrap, extra chipotle mayonnaise, light lettuce, and then get a parfait to go with you. That's delicious. By the way, your sandwich right there, kind of reminding me of your outfit. I can't tell if that's a flower or sunny side up egg or a poached egg.
It's honestly both. It's whatever lends to your imagination. It's so awesome. So this is actually my friend's company named Hoo Ha. She started it. She's a local here in Vail, and she has a really great sustainable approach to all her clothing. She makes these fleece base layers, and you can see actually on your screen, that's the summer version. So it's a little boxer short and crop top. And then she'll upcycle vintage clothing, vintage ski clothing, and just make it fun. And it's all about just an approachable woman's ski line that is fun and colorful, and it's not taking yourself too seriously. I mean, I got the matching pants too.
Super cute.
The whole fit set.
Let's see. You're a dancer. I want to see like a big pirouette and yeah, work it, girl. I like it. You know what? It doesn't matter if it's eggs or flowers. I love them both. You look fantastic. The name of the company, once again, Hoo Ha, and it's local.
Hoo Ha.
I love it.
Yes, check it out. And it has also these tie-dye t-shirts that say "Love Your Hoo Ha," and it's actually she gives like 50% to Planned Parenthood too. So she's just got such a well-rounded like scope and vision for her company, and she just started. So I'm so excited to kind of be an ambassador and, you know, a Hoo Ha gal for her.
Well, you look great, and it's great to see you. I'm going to let you get back to your sandwich and to your coffee, and we're going to be coming to you a little bit later in the program for more. Once again, we have Meredith down there at the River Park in Avon. She's right across from Starbucks, and of course, one of our favorite places to dine down there, the Avon Bakery. Well, we are going to go to a commercial break. When we come back, we've got what made headlines in the Vail Daily today. We're also let you know what's going on with the weather and what you can expect throughout your weekend. And I've got some footage from the top of Vail Mountain yesterday that I have to share with you. It was absolutely breathtaking. Not going to show it quite yet. One of the most gorgeous rainbows that I've ever seen, and a lot of you probably saw it from down along the valley. And one thing to mention, Leah, we can plug this right now. A whole lot of things here on the program, but today I talked one of our Lindy into allowing me to give away 2 tickets to the Bravo Music Festival. These are going to be lawn vouchers for 2 guests. We're not going to do it quite yet. We will do it during the program. We broadcast live from 7:30 in the morning until about 8:30 or so. And a little bit after the 8 o'clock hour kicks in, we're going to give away 2 tickets, once again, brought to you by Vail Valley Live, to go to the Bravo Vail Music Festival. And these tickets are good for tonight or for Sunday. So write down the phone number. Get ready for that. Don't call yet. We'll have that coming up here in just a little bit. So very excited to not only have Bravo back here, but to also hook you up with a couple of tickets. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back in just a moment. We'll have those headlines, the weather report, and much more. You're watching Vail Valley Live. Stay with us.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Are you ready for summer gardening? Here at Knapp Garden Center, We take pride in our selection of beautiful, hand-picked, perennial, and annual flowers. We also carry a wide variety of delicious veggie starters, herbs, bushes, shrubs, trees, soil amendments, and so much more. Our selection is carefully chosen for our altitude, soils, and climate and reflect the hardiness of the Rocky Mountains. Visit us today at 295 Rule Road in Eagle. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30 p.m., and weekends from 8 to 4. Knapp Garden Center has everything you need to craft your beautiful outdoor space this summer.
Elevated savings. This weather and mountain report is brought to you by Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevated savings.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. We're going to get right to your weather and then the headlines. Thanks for joining us this morning. And also, as a quick reminder, the program going to be giving away 2 tickets to either tonight's performance or tomorrow's performance for Bravo. What does the weather look like for that? Well, here's a look at it. Probably a little bit of rain here and there, but also plenty of sunshine mixed in. Currently in Vail, we're sitting at just under 60 degrees. Very pleasant out there. Light winds. By this afternoon, sunshine up valley will be kind of pushed to the side just a little bit. We'll get a few clouds rolling in. Your daytime high up valley expected to be in the upper 70s and low 80s. If you get down valley, it will be in the upper 80s. Overnight lows are going to be in the 50s. Now for tomorrow, we are anticipating getting a little bit more rain, very similar as to what we saw yesterday, where we saw plenty of sunshine first thing in the morning. As you can see, that is a live shot right behind us, people walking through Lion's Head, taking their dogs. Beautiful sunny morning, and then those clouds starting to roll in. And for anyone that's lived in the Eagle River Valley for an extended period of time, the weather patterns that we're seeing recently is like the good old days. We went through a few years where things were very dry here, but I remember moving here in 1990 and we would see those afternoon showers around 3 o'clock and it would just drill us for about an hour and two and then start to pass off, and that is very similar as to the weather patterns that we're seeing. So these monsoonal flows are definitely welcome here. I know that they can kind of impose on your afternoon plans, but for us it keeps the fire down and it keeps things looking lush and green, just like you see here in this. Once we get through the day, you'll see those clouds in the afternoon. Tomorrow we could see some more showers. Sunday is probably going to be your highest probability of prolonged showers with a 70% chance throughout the day. And then by Monday, it starts to clear out. Tuesday, a bit overcast. And then by Wednesday, clear throughout the day and only a 20% chance at moisture. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I was up at the top of Vail Mountain yesterday doing some hiking. And as that storm rolled through, I have a couple video clips to share with you. The first one I believe that Leah is going to bring up is of the storm itself. This is looking down into Game Creek Bowl at about 5 o'clock yesterday. You can see some light rain and see the bushes moving there with the wind. And then this is looking back toward the Mount of the Holy Cross. And I just shot this with my iPhone, so forgive it if it's a little bit shaky. But I wanted to show this because when we talk about isolated showers, this is a prime example right here, where as you can see in Game Creek Bowl, nice green, little bit of moisture, but then off in the distance, those intense showers. And that's probably what we're going to experience with the passing showers over the next couple of days. But get a re-loop this and start it off at the beginning. Those afternoon showers, and playing that one more time. Thank you so much, Leah. We'll bring it up one more time. Beautiful double rainbow. If you saw it down in the village, this is what a mountain that is looking over toward Midvale, 4, 5, and 11, out to the east to the Gore Mountain Range. You can see those windy conditions, but just beautiful. And again, you can expect for the weather for the day. So although rain showers, it's nice to see those rainbows. It's also nice to see the headlines. So let's find out. We're going to go to the Vail Daily right now and find out what made headlines for today, Saturday, the 23rd of July. We are moving right through it and clipping in on August. I cannot believe how fast this summer is going by, but here's what made headlines for today. Survey says Vail's fine. You can find more about this on page A3. Winter guest survey shows Vail still receives high marks as a destination, but parking and pricing are starting to trouble guests. And I read through this story, and a couple of highlights that stood out was that as the tourism industry evolves in the post-pandemic world, a recent survey shows that Vail still receives high marks as a destination, but that parking and pricing are starting to trouble guests. Now, this is based on RRC Associates survey where they talked to 1,100 guests during the 2021-22 season, and the RCC founder, Chris Cares, discovered that while the most recent ski season is quite strong in terms of guest satisfaction, that the survey also found that fewer guests are traveling with children 17 and younger. You can learn more about that on page A3, especially if you're in the Tourism Bureau or Tourism Destination Services. We're going to turn now to another headline on page A2, Good Dirt. Eagle County Pasture and Grazing School that helps teach landowners land stewardship practices in August. Eagle County, and through the Colorado State University Extension Program, is offering local landowners the opportunity to learn how to be good land stewards in the second year of its Pasture and Grazing School. This is on every Tuesday, and it takes place at the Eagle County Road and Bridge just off of Cooley Mesa. I think this is great. If you have any type of land, an acre or two, and you want to learn how to be good about that and to maximize the use of it, this is a great program. Find out more on page A2. Now, here's a bit of a sad one, and I'm sure someone's going to chime in on the chat and be like, oh man, shooting bears, but it can happen out here. Unfortunately, on page A24, you're going to learn about a ranch manager that had to shoot a bear that was attacking the goats. Now, this bear seems to have had a history with this landowner. They've had incidents that were reported over the past couple of years. The gentleman, the ranch owner, even went so far as to contact Colorado Parks and Wildlife, and he was issued rubber slugs. He had used those on this bear. He even chased the bear off in the past with his car, but the bear came back and was actually attacking it. So before you go, oh man, poor bear, these things tend to happen. So kind of a somber story right there, but I wanted to leave it on a high note. I couldn't believe it when I read the headline on page A32, Sports and Outdoors. What's the first rule of Fight Club? Don't talk about Fight Club, but the first rule of being a part of pickleball is to tell everyone that you play pickleball. It's a lot like going to CrossFit. But these people need to tell people they play pickleball because they did the most awesome thing ever. That is correct. Look at that. Vail Valley Rally raises $58,000 to support the Ukraine. The money is going to be given to Doctors Without Borders and the World Central Kitchen. They played all throughout the valley. $58,000 was raised. The money will be split evenly between the two. There were 192 athletes playing on 24 courts across Vail, Eagle Vale, and Gypsum. This is awesome. Good job, pickle ballers. I think this is fantastic. $58,000 raised for such a great cause. That's what made headlines in the Vail Daily today. You can pick these up at Blue newspaper dispensers throughout the valley and also find them online at vaildaily.com. Coming up, we're going to have Meredith. She's down in Avon. And once again, a reminder, coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, we'll be giving away 2 tickets to the Bravo Music Festival. One wonderful resource that we have here in the Eagle River Valley is our Eagle Valley Library District, and we're going to learn more. We've been shooting a number of segments with them on all the amenities they have, whether it be their computer stations or simply checking out a book or getting one of their ebooks. Here's more.
Good morning, Vail Valley. This is Kate Harmon, and today I'm with Tegan Davis. She's the Public Relations Librarian for all of our libraries here in Eagle County. Tegan, how are you?
Doing good, doing good.
So tell us a little bit about the crazy things that we have on our table for a library table.
Right, so a little bit different, not your grandma's library. So we have more than books. So we got videos, we got audiobooks, we've got games for PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, and then we have what we call our library of things, which is some of the sampling in front of us, as well as STEM kits for the younger generation to kind of like get their science, technology, and math and engineering skills.
Wow.
And we got Keva planks right here. We have a electronic microscope with real slides. So they hook this up to their computer, and then they're able to kind of see, the micro world, which is really cool. And if you don't have a computer, you can check one out as well.
Of course you can check a computer from this library. So I think when you talk computers, we all think Wi-Fi, right? So what if I don't have internet at home?
We have hotspots. So we have a Wi-Fi hotspots, and they're super popular. And you can put them on hold, and then we have what we call the Lucky Day Collection. So if you come in and they happen to be available, you can check it out. You can have up to 10 devices on your hotspot device. And then so long as where you are, we have the internet service, you can get that service using our hotspot device.
Wow, so that's super cool. So we got a computer, we got a hotspot, we got an electronic microscope. So basically like everything that you need if you're staying in. What if you're staying out?
We've got lots of fun things for out and about in our community because we know that you guys like to get outside and have a good time. So this is an adventure pack. It was curated in partnership with the Milwaukee Mountains Science Center, and this is for the wee ones to get outside and explore. So we've got binoculars, we've got a magnifying glass, we've got, this is bug cupping jar, so you trap the bug and then you can look at it. Exactly. We've got the nuts for catching butterflies. And then as you're out and about and you want to learn more about your surroundings, about the flora and the fauna, they have these little note cards in here that will teach you a little bit more, as well as if you want to get into your navigation game, we have a compass. So all the fun things that you can do outside with your kiddos. And don't forget, when you're out and about, you can check out our 42 Colorado state parks with the Park Pass. So come to the library. You can reserve these as well. Again, if we do have a Lucky Day collection, so if you don't have it, you don't have your dates yet, and you just bop in, you're like, oh, I'll go to Sylvan Lake today. Bing, right here. So this is for 7 days to get into the state park. No camping, but this is just to get into the state park.
That's so cool. So like, I know we have a really big backyard, but sometimes we want to go out and explore, right?
Yeah.
So what if I don't have really like any camping gear? Like I've never been camping. I'm not sure if I'm going to like it. I don't want to make an investment. I'm sure you're going to have something for me.
Yes, we do. So we have camping chairs, we have trekking poles, we have a camp lights, we have LED solar lights, so you can also hook while you're outside. You can hook up your phone, have it recharged while you're out and about hiking. So we have a plethora of materials for people to check out, especially with our library things. Come explore because it's a little bit different. And if we're missing anything that you're interested in the library having to check out, please let us know. We're open to possibilities.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys have seen it, but you have a GoPro here, so you want to like kind of like film your first adventure in the river.
Yep, right there.
Then you're taking your kids camping, and maybe they're a little bit scared of sleeping at night. You have your portable DVD to play their favorite movies. So basically everything that you need to make it super successful.
We hope so. We hope so.
I love these things too, because I think like they give you so much street cred with your kids that you just know everything.
Right.
You don't need to tell them you have this in your pocket. Well, that's so cool. I mean, who would have thought you can get a Wi-Fi hotspot at the library, or a GoPro, or camping chairs, right?
Right. Again, we are trying to expand what we have for our collection for patrons to check out and hopefully meet their needs and their hobbies and their interests.
Yeah, and as I take his word, if you're looking for something and you're not sure if the library has it, just ask, because there's a pretty good chance they might have it. Thank you so much, Dana.
Thanks for having me.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Liv Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact your Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. I'm going to mention this all morning long because it's going to be a great giveaway taking place after 8 o'clock this morning. We're going to be giving away 2 tickets to this weekend's performances for the Bravo Music Festival. Get ready for that. But I've got your weather details for you, brought to you by Liv Sotheby's International Realty. And today, it's calling for sunshine early, and then just a few clouds this afternoon, and increased likelihood at rain showers after 3 o'clock today, and then more specifically for Sunday's forecast. But currently in Vail, sitting at just below 60 degrees. We're going to see a daytime high here in the village of 79. Valley, Eagle and Gypsum expect those temperatures in the upper 80s, could even approach 90 degrees down in Gypsum, overnight lows in the 50s. We do see a chance at thunder showers in the afternoon, some rain showers most likely after 3 o'clock, and then for tomorrow, more showers in the forecast. So do your activities early and then take that rain jacket along with you and be ready for some showers in the afternoon. That is for today, and then into tomorrow. As you can see, percentage-wise, today we go from 33% chance of showers, and then we double down on that practically at 70% chance tomorrow. And then it clears out Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, just kind of some intermittent showers that are going to be throughout it. So once again, thanks for tuning in to us every morning from 7:30 to 8:30 on Vail Valley Live. You can catch us locally on Outside Channel 17. You can also find us on YouTube and a number of different locations. We encourage you to subscribe to us and to follow us every morning to get your local information, not only about the weather, but also about great things. I love that segment that we just had about the Vail Valley, or the library program in Teagan. She does such a good job. They have so many things. When I was a kid, you just went in and checked out books. Now they have everything from utilizing GoPros. They do courses. They have history lessons. They have audiobooks. So it's a great program. Thanks again for having them on board. I wanted to talk quickly before we send it down to Meredith about some activities that are taking place at my favorite resort, Beaver Creek. They have a lot that goes on up there, and this is their calendar of events. For today, they're going to have complimentary caricatures with Ken Carpenter from 4 to 6 p.m. This guy is incredible. He has been up in Beaver Creek and has been a staple there for well over 2 decades. You can stop by and have him do a drawing of you, tell him what you do. Maybe you play pickleball and you raise $58,000. He can draw a really cool caricature of you. Tomorrow, one of my favorite musicians, Helmut Fricker, is going to be performing live from 1 to 3. And also one of our favorite people in the Valley, and I want to wish him a huge congratulations, and that is Billy Doran with the Fossil Posse Dinosaur Adventures. He's going to be in Beaver Creek from 4 to 5:30. And I say congratulations to Billy because he just got a brand new location for the Fossil Posse. It is just the coolest thing ever. They have massive dinosaur skeletals up there and fossils. It's just the coolest thing. We'll have more information on that coming up on Vail Valley Live, so congratulations to him. Also tomorrow, the Old Crow Medicine Show. This is a remarkable band and performance that's going to be taking place at the Vail Performing Arts Center, and that's at 7 o'clock. One thing I did want to throw out there, I like free things, just like everybody else, and here's a couple of free ones there. Complimentary outdoor yoga on Monday from 9 to 10, and then Movies Under the Stars. The Pink Panther is going to be playing at sundown, and anybody that watched those old Pink Panthers knows that Inspector Clouseau. It's always fun to go and check it out with the kids. You can find out more information about Beaver Creek at beavercreek.com with their full calendar of events. They have a wonderful app that's on there that talks about getting around the village and so many other things, whether it be events, dining specials, you name it. Did I mention we're giving away Bravo tickets during the program? You're going to want these. It's coming up probably right around 8:15. I'll surprise you, and we'll take a caller. Maybe we'll throw in a trivia question. Well, no surprise. One of my favorite guests here today, or hosts, I'm sorry, Meredith. She is down in Avon. If we could bring her up this morning. Good morning, Meredith. How are you? You look lovely. Good to see you.
Well, as lovely as I am, look at this view. Look at this. The blue skies.
I wanted to ask you about this. This is,
yes.
I see the sign there. I saw this as I drove through Avon yesterday in the roundabout, some signs. This is the Avon Arts Celebration. What is this?
Yes. So if you are driving around Avon, you're going to see all the signs. Just like you said, there are so many signs everywhere. And it's very exciting because we have the Avon Art Celebration, and it kicked off yesterday. And this is the biggest art festival in Colorado. And so this is actually now a 2-weekend event. Last year it was just one. This is its 3rd annual season. And it's extremely exciting. It's right here in the Avon Pavilion. And there's so many different kind of artists, whether it be pottery, sculptures, photography, painting. It is kind of got everything, you know, whether you're looking for that beautiful centerpiece at your house or a gift for your wife or your husband. It's a great place to come check it out. I know my mom's bought some items here for an anniversary gift, so it's just so cool. And you also get to talk with the artists and kind of hear about their inspirations. And actually a couple days ago I got to catch up with one of the artists, Marilyn Quigley, and she does this like reverse painting where it's on multiple layers, and we'll roll the tape and she can explain it. Hey there, we are at the Avon Art Celebration, and joining me today we have Marilyn Quigley, and she is a reverse painter from Idaho Springs.
Exactly.
It's incredible. I'm blown away just to be standing in this tent. Her art is so unique. So kind of walk us through, because it's not your typical canvas.
Not at all. So I paint on acrylic sheets with acrylic paint, because the technique involves painting in reverse on the back of the acrylic sheet, and then I highlight on the front. So what this does is it gives the work great vibrance and dimension. The technique actually came from medieval Europe. They paint the inside of church windows with the faces of religious icons. It also makes the color very vibrant because you're using pure saturated color, layered rather than mixing it on a palette. So probably the best way to understand the technique is to actually look at it from behind. So this painting of Aspen,
Gorgeous.
Been textured on the front, use a lot of metallic paints, but I paint the foreground first on the back, and then I come back after I'm all done with the painting and done all the detail, and I just highlight the front. So the actual image is this. Wow. So that's what creates the dimensional effect, is this is painted the foreground first on the back and layered. I touch up the front with palette knife, and then the eye grabs the texture, like in this painting. The eye grabs the texture on the front. It brings your eye through that 1/4 inch of clear acrylic to the back, which is actually the image. So you can see the layers here, the backdrop. This is of the Sangre de Cristos down by Alamosa, the great sand dunes. So I've done the sand dunes all behind the glass, this rusty color. And then I came back and I did the Sangre de Cristos, just this gray purple on the front to make that dimensional. And then these gold aspen are all on the front, so they look like they're moving forward because they are in the foreground. So it's really a fun technique.
Absolutely. I mean, it brings such a different life to the paintings, just to even be a little bit more realistic with the land. You know, the aspens are closer, the mountains are further.
Exactly, like the eye would see them.
Absolutely.
You're taking something that's on a 2D format and you're making it 3-dimensional, so just by the technique.
Typically, how long does a piece like this
You have to do it in one sitting because the technique involves layering, and acrylic paint dries pretty quickly, but there's 10 to 15 layers on the back alone. So I would say the first time I do an image, I think about it for a day, usually while I'm driving, because it's a good way to do the progression of steps. And then when I start the work, it probably takes me 10 to 12 hours to do a finished piece, and it's not correctable. So once I'm done, I'm done. The piece is what it is. I look at it for a day, and then I can come back and do just a little on the front if I want to add some highlights or a little bit different color or darken it up. But the work is done usually in about 12 hours.
How long have you been at this, Marilyn?
About 10 years.
10 years. And have you been to this arts festival before?
I have. Yes, it's my
Fantastic.
3rd year with Darren. He's a great promoter. It's a wonderful community of locals buying local art, and your local artists so appreciate that.
Absolutely. I'm sure you guys look forward to these times in the summer where you can chat with the customers and sell some of your masterpieces.
We do look forward to it, and the whole artist community is it's a tight-knit community. We help each other, we inspire each other, and then you bring the local buyers into it, and it's really a fun thing to be part of.
Absolutely. Well, come join and learn more. See for these paintings yourself. It's gorgeous, and there's so much more. So, Art Celebration in Avon, 10 to 5.
Exactly.
Friday through Sunday, 2 weekends. So we'll see you there.
Come and see us.
This summer, enjoy the joy of America's gift to music, jazz, and its many subgenres at the 28th Annual Vail Jazz Festival. Headliner concerts are Thursday evenings in Lion's Head, and free concerts are Sunday evenings at the Solaris Plaza. For more information, go to vailjazz.org.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
I want to go to Meredith right now because she's eating her sandwich. She's like, no, we won't do that. We are going to go to Meredith in just a moment to talk more about the Arts Festival. The paintings that we saw earlier are just magnificent. And this is a very popular arts festival. It's great to see that it's here for 2 weekends in a row, taking place for 3 days. I do promise you, coming up in the next block, we're going to be giving away the 2 tickets to the Bravo Music Festival for either tonight's performance or for tomorrow's. So we'll have that coming up. But is she done with her bite? Can we go to her now? I'd love to chat with Meredith. Yeah. She's outside. We can show her the weather. Good morning, Meredith. Did I catch you? Caught you eating. I knew it. How are you?
I mean, it's kind of hard not to enjoy the sandwich with these views.
Yeah.
Look at this, Ken.
Yeah, well, I don't want to interrupt you. One thing I wanted to mention are all the great events that take place on Nottingham. Not only can you go down there throughout the day, you can actually do paddleboard rentals and the pedal boats, but they have a number of like Sunset Live concerts that take place down there. And Avon has really poured it on this year with putting on the events, utilizing what's right behind you, Nottingham Lake and the surrounding area and the beach. What are some of your favorites down there?
Absolutely. Well, they do free concerts every Wednesday and Sunday. So the Wednesday is going to be the main stage concerts. And then on Sunday, they do Sunset Live. And that's going to actually be behind the main stage at this little pavilion. So they set up a little tent. There's chairs here. People can hang out on the dock. They can listen to the music on paddle boards. It's really vibey. But yeah. Other than that, like, I think it's just cool to like it's a kind of a perfect place for dogs. You know, you can walk along all around the ponds, and then you can go to the beach. And you might be able to see behind me, but there's a great little beachfront, which is kind of our only beach vibe here in Vail.
Wait, can we go back to that B-roll? I think wait, this is classic Eagle County. If we could go back to that footage real quickly. You've got a friendly dog on a leash, by the way, which is great. Kids running around having fun, and then this guy just passed out. He's just like, I've had enough. It's been a long day. He's just taking a snooze. Something for everyone.
Yeah, classic.
Hey, while I have you, I wanted to talk about Bravo. As you have probably seen today, we're going to give away 2 tickets. I have a trivia question for this. We're going to do it probably in the next 10, 15 minutes. We'll get to that after we do our interview with Dan Talene and Carrots, so stay with us through that. But Bravo is taking place. This is amazing. Meredith, I know that you are very much into the arts and dancing. What are some of the highlights for you with Bravo?
Yeah, well, honestly, I just think it's so special. Even if you don't know a lot about the classical music or the artists or the repertoire that they play, it's very, very magical to be in the audience and just hear an orchestra at that size. I mean, we have the New York Philharmonic in residence right now. Like, we are blessed with the talent level. And this weekend, they're doing something pretty cool where they're kind of teaching you about Mueller's music, but they're bringing it out of the amphitheater and into the mountains where he originally got inspired in the Alps from writing from it. And so it's kind of an adventure walk, 45-minute hike, a couple different opportunities throughout the day. So look up that, and it's kind of a, bringing the music into the mountains, which is what it's all about here in Vail.
I agree. I love the conductor too, just...
Oh, yeah.
And I know that when you look into the audience, I'm just going to be honest, so many people look and they say, well, there's a lot of gray hair in that audience. You know what? It's because those people are wise and they appreciate good music. And in a world where we're just kind of fed gnarly stuff, this is the most beautiful music in the most beautiful setting. And the beauty of Vail Valley Live, we're going to give away some tickets to potentially that. I mean, this is going to be a good one. Well, thanks so much. You know what else I'm going to share coming up, Meredith? Cameron. Cameron's a big part of this. Our very own Cameron from Vail Valley Live. Did you know that? That he works closely with the dance festival and everything that goes on down there? Did you?
Yeah, actually, funny story. I hired him as my intern the first year because I worked for the organization too. And we just were blown away by his energy. And look at him now. The show. So I am so proud of him, and you also got to catch up with him on the 4-H level.
I did.
He's also low key like a 4-H all-star.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just give them a teaser of it, Leah. We're not going to show the whole thing. Cameron, who's a remarkable dancer and is a director, yeah, that's Cameron teaching my kids how to show lambs for 4-H. He's actually a state fair champion multiple times in 2 different states. All right, stop the tape. Stop the tape. We can't let too much of it out. Did you see that, though? I mean, the guy is just incredible. So we're going to have that coming up in just a moment. Did want to mention that we've got the New York Philharmonic. And forgive me if I don't pronounce these right. Jewel Teo plays Mozart. Jewel Mahler's Sixth Symphony, that's on the 24th. Jewel Stelkin conducts Tchaikovsky on the 26th. If I do this, does it make it look better? And then Jewel A. Sundholm Celebration on the 27th. Do you have any favorites from that group?
I love Tchaikovsky music. That was the Nutcracker is Tchaikovsky music too. So I mean, it's just super cool, and it's really awesome when the conductors get to speak to the audience and kind of bring you in. It's always a learning opportunity. So. Great. Just a few weeks left of Bravo, so get your tickets, folks, and we're giving the giveaway, so it's kind of a perfect opportunity.
I haven't. I'm so tempted today, but I know that since this is my first day in the driver's seat, that Lindy will yell at me. I mean, I got a whole stack of them, but that's for the staff. I was like, you know what? Let's give away more, but no. I'm going to stick to my guns, and we'll have those 2 tickets, and I've got my phone ready, and we're going to do that in just a moment. Not quite yet. I do have a trivia question for you. Thank you so much, Meredith. Beautiful setting. We'll be joining you again in just a little bit for the weather. Right now, though, we're going to take it to a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to learn more about the 4-H Junior Livestock Auction, which you saw there just a moment ago with my sons getting ready for the lamb showing that's going to be taking place. But also, we're going to do those ticket giveaways for Bravo. But coming up next, we're going to talk to Dan Talene as he shares more about Carrots and the jewelry that they have there and some of the artists. Stay with us.
Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
To find a cure for osteoarthritis, why not look to the body's own power to heal? At the Steadman Clinic and Steadman Philippon Research Institute, we're working with the National Institutes of Health to conduct a clinical trial treating osteoarthritis of the knee. To learn how you can participate in this clinical trial, call or visit our website today. The Steadman Clinic and Steadman Philippon Research Institute. The future of orthopedic medicine is here.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. We're going to take another quick break. We're going to learn more about Dan Talene and Carrots Vail with the show that with Chervosky, that we're Where Light, Live in Beauty. We'll have that in a moment. But before we went to that, I did want to share again, after that, we'll be giving away the 2 Bravo tickets. And we're going to have a trivia question. It's going to be a fairly easy one. There's the phone number, and we'll have that coming up here in just a moment. I'm going to take a quick live look out by Meredith right now. We don't have to chat with her. I just wanted to show this beautiful setting down in Avon, and we'll be rejoined by Meredith coming up. Oh, nope, we don't have time for it. That's okay. We'll be joined by Meredith coming up for a weather and mountain report. And also, I'll get to the chat that's on Facebook. We have some questions coming in there. So stay with us. Right now, we're going to learn more about what's going on with Dan Talene at Carrots. And when we come back, weather and ticket giveaway.
We're here at Carrots Jewelers, and we're so excited to learn about a new line of jewelry that they're carrying. But Dan, wow, what a legacy you have had here. Dan Talene has been at Carrot Jewelers for how many years now?
In this spot, I've lost track, but I think 36 years.
Okay.
And in Vail making jewelry, 52 years.
All right. So. Yeah, so you could see some of his works here that are so creative, but you love bringing in guest artists, and then you kind of change the whole gallery to be filled with theirs. Tell us about Paula.
Paula is someone I just met. I've known Paula. I've known her reputation and the awards that she's won, and I've watched her. But this is the first time we've been able to have her here in the gallery, and we're really excited about that.
All right, and Paula, tell us a little bit about you and your jewelry. Where do you come from?
Well, my studio and home is in New Mexico, and I've been doing my jewelry for about 40 years. I only do one of a kind. I never duplicate, because I feel we're as original, and we're original works of art from nature, and the jewelry should mirror that. And anything else you'd like to know?
Well, yes. Well, I want to know about what I'm wearing. So I walk in, and they basically doll me up with all these beautiful jewels. So tell me first, we got the earrings, and I lit up. The minute I looked in the mirror, I was like, wow. So it's just amazing how jewelry can make you feel.
Right. And that's exactly what fabulous jewelry does. And the camera can get in close to, and if you can look at the camera, they can see your eyes, and these Ethiopian opals are really echoing and enhancing that eye color. And we've got diamonds and tanzanites, and those drops detach from the earring, so she could be wearing a small, short, very elegant cocktail earring, or going all the way to the opera. Okay. And these are Chinese freshwater pearls, and they're natural color, and they're cultured. I'm wearing an Ethiopian opal necklace that can detach, the center portion can detach off the beads, can be worn as a bracelet and other ways, and so could the beads. Okay. So versatility in my jewelry is essential. It's a distinguishing mark of fine jewelry. It always has been through the centuries. Oh, yes. And I intend to maintain that.
Okay, well, I think it's a great formula. And I love some of these pieces, some of these great things that you could do with this one. We've got the hummingbird.
Actually, it's the scarlet tanager.
Oh, okay.
It's an American songbird. And the reason, the coloring is just like the actual bird. And I'm doing what I call treasuries. So I've made 5 endangered species of wolves, and when I've sold all of them, and when any of these creatures sell, I donate some proceeds to the auspices that are really working to preserve these creatures. So that is a scarlet tanager and an American songbird. Okay. And here we have an orchid flower. Maybe you can see it there. Yeah. And they're all one of a kind, as I mentioned. So we have rings a lot. So here is the Cambodian blue zircon, 2 different rings. You can see how unique and original each design truly is. And these have double refractive index, so that they're very sparkly.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Mineralogically.
Okay.
And then we have here a fabulous black opal ring and a moonstone from Sri Lanka.
Oh, wow.
And you see how these are faceted moonstones, and see how they sparkle, but it's called adularescence. And in this adularescence of this particular species, or variety, I should say, of moonstone, has a blue glowing adularescence. So that's a blue moonstone. whereas this is a white moonstone.
Okay.
Whoop.
Wow.
And then here's some gorgeous new earrings hot off the press, and they are opals with Cambodian blue zircon accents. They're connected in the back, so you can take off and wear just the single.
Some versatility.
The versatility again, and you could take this longer drop and wear it with a different top. So women get to play dress up, and they never get too old to play dress up.
Never at all. And why do you think this Vail and the clientele that comes in here?
We're all interested in nature and the outdoors, and so much of this is inspired by just that.
Yeah.
People are going to come in and they'll identify with what they see.
Oh, they definitely will.
Nature is all of it. I call nature the planet's largest art gallery.
Oh, yes.
Because all of us, Dan, any artist, is inspired by nature. And the minerals themselves come from nature, gold and all of these stones. And so they're the light of the earth. And I feel that it's our responsibility to bring beauty into the world, because with beauty, you have healing and wellness, you have happiness and joy, and you have peace. And we need that.
Yes, we definitely do. Well, Dan, we have Paula here for just a few days. She'll be here through Sunday, the 24th of July. All right. And then you guys are open basically every day in case we miss her.
Yep.
And we're great to have you back.
It's good to be back. I was in the hospital quite a while, but I'm better every day.
Oh,
so
you definitely
I'm back
are.
to work and
Okay.
I'm fine.
So come in and say hi to Dan. Come in and meet Paula. She'll be here through July 24th.
This Weather and Map is brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail, Hyatt's newest resort in Vail.
Incredible. And one of the coolest things about the Grand Hyatt is that they have an indoor golf simulator that does a variety of different things. So if you want to throw a special event, you can come down here, you can rent out one of their rooms. They have a full bar, they have a restaurant here. The staff is incredible, very friendly, and they also have beer and axe throwing. You got to come down here and check it out. Oh, there it is right there, the swing suite. This is a Topgolf swing suite. This is so cool. They have a variety of different games. You don't even have to go to the course. If it's too hot to be out there in the middle of the day, no worries, just come here. And it is an all ages facility, and it is again located right here at the Grand Hyatt. And in the wintertime, they are just steps away from the slopes, and they have their own chairlift over here. So I love it over here. This is such a great facility. Thank you so much to the Grand Hyatt for having us. And Leah, do you have our image? No one ever gets to see our producer, so I snapped this image, and you can see our little studio that's set up over here. And I always love to take snapshots. Do you have it? She's trying. She's getting it. Anyway, where we're located is right off the main drive. So for our future guests that are coming here, you can just pull up, park at the valet, give them your keys, and then come on over, do your interview, and we'll be able to hang out with you and share you on Vail Valley Live. We're going to get to the ticket giveaway. Do we have it, Leah? We'll bring it up in just a moment. How about this, though? Before we do the tickets, I wanted to mention, I know I talked about it earlier about Cameron and about his hidden and I wouldn't even say that his secret talents, I guess they're pretty well known in the Southeast. Cameron, who hosts this show, also works with the dance festival, is the director of dance. He is a champion level lamb shower. And when I say that, I mean that he has gone to, I believe it's the Arkansas State Fair and been the champion there multiple times, and the Florida State Fair. And you're going, Ken, why on earth do I care about Cameron showing lambs? Well, I have a personal reason, and that is that my sons, Hunter and River, 14 and 16 years old, they are participating in this year's 4-H livestock auction that's taking place as part of the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo. And what it is they have been raising lambs that will be auctioned off. And if you raise a lamb and you go and you show the lamb and it wins the championship, these lambs can go for several $1,000s, and oftentimes they show up as the meal of choice at some of the local restaurants. And if we have that footage, yeah, we'll bring it up. Check this out. Cameron came down to my house the other day and actually showed Hunter and River what it is to show lambs. Now, it's really specific, and in this case right here, he's showing them how they turn toward the judge, and then as the judge walks by them, how they never put themselves between the animal and the judge, and how they make eye contact, how they answer questions, also how they walk and show the lamb. And I just thought this was so incredible that Cameron, who is just such a remarkable and talented dancer, was able to come down there and show his skills to the boys and tell them what the judges are looking for, because I can tell you, my boys have been working hard getting ready for the junior livestock auction. So this was great. Thank you, Cameron, for doing this. This is something you can look forward to. Yeah, everyone's going, what do you do down there in Gypsum, you old crazy rednecks? Well, that's one of the things. We like to raise lambs and show them. And I'm rooting for the boys, and I wanted to thank Cameron for that. All right, we got the photo. Here's Leah and I, and this is who's going to be here when we answer the phone for the trivia question. Boom, there she is. Good morning. Thank you, Leah, for doing such a great job. There's our little studio, and right behind us is the main circle for the Grand Hyatt. So if you ever come down and you want to check us out, stop on by. You want to do a ticket giveaway? Can I bring in Meredith? Let's bring her in, and we're going to do the ticket giveaway. She probably knows the answer to the trivia question. Meredith, I made it easy for this trivia question. Whoop.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. Well, before we get to it, a number of different performances. You had mentioned, what was your favorite performance?
For Bravo this weekend?
Yes.
So like coming up is what you're asking?
Yes.
I would say Sunday looks like it's going to be a really great show. It's a full show about Muller's music. So I would say Sunday.
Okay,
is
Sunday.
what I would.
So we're going to bring up the number. I just love it. And by the way, what'd you think of Cameron showing lambs there?
Oh my gosh, adorable.
Yeah, he's the man, isn't he?
He's so talented in so many different ways. So I'm glad you got that footage.
I did. I appreciated it so much. He's just such a cool guy. All right, here's the ticket giveaway. Here's the phone. Here's the trivia question. I made it easy. What is the orchestra that's playing tonight at Bravo? So if you give us a call at that number, just give us, you can look it up online. I've got 2 tickets to either tonight's performance or to tomorrow's performance that Meredith mentioned. But if you can give us a call at 376-2375, I have 2 tickets. All right, I have a caller right here. We can go. Hey, man, you got Hank's Body Shop. Who's on the line?
Thought I had the ticket giveaway.
Oh, no, man, all we do is front-end alignments and detail cars. I'm just kidding. This is, hey, no, I'm just kidding. Oh, he hung up. I got to call him back. Hey, are you there? Are you there? It was me. I was just kidding. All right. Hey, Meredith, you take it here. Hold on the line. What's your name?
David Kraft.
All right, David won. Meredith, you take it away. You can do some weather. I'll chat with David and talk to him about getting his tickets. Over to you, Meredith. How you doing?
That is so awesome. That reminds me of the old-fashioned days of TV calling in. But hey, congrats, David. And we'll be doing many more giveaways like that, so tune in. But if you are seeing this view like I am, I'm at the Weston Riverfront, actually. And I'm on their beautiful deck. And we just missed the Friday afternoon club. That was last night. But they do drinks, and like this is one of the best decks in the valley. It gets so much sun, and it's actually at its new restaurant, Stoke and Rye. And this restaurant is so good. It's brand new. It's like a really delicious steakhouse, lots of good fish. But look at this deck. I mean, come on, it's so vibey. You get some shade, And I was just talking to one of the F&B directors, and on the 12th and 19th, they're going to be bringing in a live DJ. So it's going to be poppin'. They bring in different alcohol sponsors or different just drink sponsors in general, like Red Bull. So these are really good way to spend your Fridays. But, you know, this is also just a really cool area to hang out. They have a great pool, and they too have a gondola that can take you up to Beaver Creek. And beautiful views of Beaver Creek. I mean, look at that. So if we want to pull up the weather, I'll do the last little weather segment as Ken is chatting with our winner. But it's going to be a gorgeous day. As you can see, we really start with
Oh, you can come to me.
a little bit brisk. It feels 57 degrees right now, but the high is going to be 80 degrees today. And we might see some precipitation throughout. We can always kind of expect some sun showers, but we always say, if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes. And if you look at your future forecast, we have partly cloudy skies. We might have a little bit overcast weather this weekend, but it's always nice when we get that cloud coverage, because then you can really go out and sweat it out on that bike or the hike, and it's just a little less intense. And we've been seeing so much moisture in this summer, so everything is so green, and we haven't really been, you know, fighting any fires here. So we're grateful for that, as we've seen some smoky summers the past couple years. So it's been really gorgeous. We've been fortunate.
I agree. I'm gonna get Leah to cue the video once again, and you and I can talk about it. We'll share the beauty shots from the top of the mountain. The rain has definitely been incredible this year, and nice to have it once again. Real quick though, Meredith, I wanted to congratulate David Kraft for knowing it's the New York Philharmonic that's going to be playing. He's going to go to the one. He thought he had front end alignment place, or Hank's Body Shop. So anyway, we did get a winner.
You are a goof.
It was funny, huh? We'll bring the footage back up once again. Again, this was from the top of Vail Mountain yesterday. Do you ever do any hikes up on the mountain?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's the vantage point you want to see. And I've really just been seeing ski resorts in the summer. I mean, those greens just pop where the ski runs are normally. But it's also cool, too, because you can always take advantage of the gondola, ride up, and then hike around the top of the mountain. So you don't have to hike up the entire mountain. You can save your knees, download on the gondola. So highly suggest that.
And one thing I wanted to mention, that was Game Creek Bowl that you saw in the foreground, and then Mount of the Holy Cross in the back. Was there anything that you noticed different about Game Creek in that image?
That it had the big clouds and weather happening.
No chairlift. There's no lift towers in there.
No.
Yeah, because they've taken out the old Game Creek lift, and you would normally see it right about there on the left-hand side. You'd normally see the lift towers, and they are replacing it with a better, more improved lift for next season. So good on Vail Resorts. They're going to reduce the load that's in that area. And then real quick, before we go to our next segment, I wanted to show that rainbow once again, if we could, Leah. This was another beautiful sight. This was from the top of Chair 2, looking over, toward 4, 5, and 11, and also over toward the Gore Mountain Range last night.
Yeah, with the weather that we've been seeing, I must say, we have been seeing so many rainbows.
Love it. Double rainbow. I actually saw the end of the rainbow, and I walked up there, pot of gold, leprechaun, boom. I hit it.
Amazing. Amazing.
Hey, talk about customer service. David is staying down Valley. I'm going to personally drop these tickets off for him on the way out.
Good on you, Ken.
I do my part. Leah, what do we have coming up? Oh, we're going back to the Avon Art Celebration. We've got more on that, and that's going to be with you. You've been hanging out down there quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can't get enough of that. Having those chats with the artists is so cool. You just hear about their process, and it's not all the time that you get to hear straight from the artist. So I think that we're going to be learning about sculptures. So let's see.
All right.
If this doesn't grab your attention, I don't know what does. I'm here at the Avon Art Celebration, and joining me, I have artist Charles Sherman, and we're talking about some magnificent sculptures today.
Thank you, and welcome to the world of infinity rings and miracle towers. First, we'll go to an infinity ring. I call this an infinity ring because it has no beginning and no end. And if you start at any point, say you start here and you go around one time, it takes you to the back on the bottom 2 times and over the top and around 3 times. So I call these infinity rings. It's a sculpture made out of fired clay, so it's technically stone. And then I applied mirrors, stained glass. I have crystals, ammonite fossils that happen to be 250 million years old. This is an agate slice. The infinity rings have very positive energy. They're very beautiful. They bring infinite harmony, infinite love, infinite abundance. And that's what this whole Avon, Vail, Edwards, Colorado area is all about.
You got that right, Charles. I actually believe my parents have bought a sculpture from you now that you told me about this. And it's the perfect piece of art to showcase your love by your loved one and bring it in the energy.
Thank you, because for me, creativity is an act of love. And with all the problems, with all the creative obstacles, with all the failures, I've grown to love the process, love the failure, because I know that this is where growth lies. I would like to introduce you to my miracle towers. I call these miracle towers because they give me the sense of the miracle of flight and elevation. And all the angles are designed to be moving upward. Each side is a triangle. So this side is wide at the top, thin at the bottom. This side is wide at the bottom, thin at the top. So these are technically pyramids, and they have pyramid energy. And what's unique about these pyramids is that they're perfectly balanced on the point. So this one is 8 feet tall, but it's only a ½ an inch at the bottom. Pyramid energy is strength and balance. On the dollar bill, it's also wisdom, because at the top of the pyramid on the dollar bill, there's the eye of wisdom. And on these sculptures, I actually have an eye at the top, which symbolizes the eye of wisdom. The agate slice here, the ammonite here, and another agate slice here, all represent wisdom. This one is stained glass, and I have agate slices and ammonites, which are crystals.
I'm sure the camera's picking up some of these details, but not enough. You have to see it in person. I mean, it's so gorgeous. How long does it take you to make some of these?
Well, it's really a lifetime process. So it's like 75 years plus. A piece like this would take probably 6 to 8 weeks. This one, underneath the stained glass is stainless steel. I use stainless steel rather than carbon steel or aluminum because I use the very best materials. So these are outdoor pieces. They're designed to be outdoors. Most people put the stained glass inside just because it's so incredibly beautiful. They don't take up a lot of real estate, but they fill a vertical void with light and beauty.
That's incredible. Charles, where's your studio? Where are you based out of?
I live in Los Angeles, and this is a 3-week trip out here. 2 weeks ago, I was in Edwards, and this week I'm here in Avon.
And that's all that matters. 2
That's
weekends
right.
of this art festival, 10 to 5, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it's 10 to 4 on Sunday, but you gotta come check these pieces out. It is so gorgeous, and Charles and many other artists are showcasing their work, so join us, the Avon Art Celebration.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back. What beautiful art. That was really cool, and great to see Meredith out there at the Avon Arts Celebration. That's going to be taking place this weekend and also next weekend. We can bring Meredith up real quick before we wrap it up. Hello, Meredith. There she is. Oh, hey, what's up, Sunshine? How are you? I love that outfit. What was the name of your friend's company again that's making this?
Hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha. I dig it. Looks good. What are you sitting on? What is that?
This is a big old chair for a big old teddy bear.
I dig it. I dig it. You look like the guy that was in the Avon section earlier taking a nap. That needs to be a hoo-ha ad right there. You need to come down and shoot that. Where is that? Is that a permanent fixture in Avon where people can get their picture taken?
Yeah, it's actually it's a huge chair. It's for the Westin. You can see their little hashtag, cool. And then here's a front view of that gondola that I was talking about.
I love it. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Westin Riverfront. What a great place to start off your day, especially if you want to go up to Beaver Creek in the wintertime. You take that chairlift, and then you get on the Lower Beaver Creek Express, and that drops you right into by the Ritz-Carlton, which, by the way, on Saturday afternoons is the place to party. Good to have you today. You want to help me do just a quick weather forecast? How's it looking? I mean, just look up. What do you see?
See a few little clouds, but it's going to be nice. It's nice to see partly cloudy weather. Like I was saying, for those activities, like when you have some cloud cover, it just makes it a little bit more enjoyable because we're close to the sun, so it can be quite intense.
I know, and you know what? But I don't know if these are liver spots or like pre-cancer. I mean, I'm just spotted. Lack of sunscreen and water over the years. Great to have you. I'm very excited. I do have to wrap up the show because Leah's mom made coffee cake. Is this coffee cake? Thank you to Leah's mom for that. I've got to drop off 2 tickets to Bravo for David. But one thing I also did want to mention before we wrapped it up is, are you going to the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo? Are you going to be down there?
Yeah, I wouldn't miss it. I mean, this is like the biggest summer rodeo, and we're fortunate. We have Cowboys Forever Rodeo that happens. It's a weekly rodeo, but they'll be taking a break, and next weekend it's the fair and rodeo, and like it's got all the vibes. I mean, it's got your summer fair vibes, but then it's I would say like a world-class rodeo too.
It's the real deal. It's the real deal. Real cowboys go there. The bull riding, not too proud to wear pink is a big one. You mentioned the Cowboys Forever Rodeo that's been taking place weekly. I just wanted to applaud them for what they've been doing over their course of their rodeo. They have teamed up with Speak Up, Reach Out, which is a local foundation helping people, suicide prevention, and just someone to talk to. And in Eagle County, we've seen record numbers, the highest record numbers, unfortunately, of suicide, and they are teaming up with Speak Up, Reach Out to raise money for this program. So good on them. Great time to come out and see them on the weekly rodeo. And then, of course, this weekend, we are going to be out there for the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo. It's funny. People have asked me about, you just saw the mutton busting. They're like, do your kids ride your lambs? If you tried to get on one of my kids' lambs, they would lose their mind. My boys have been training these lambs like high-performance athletes. They're like NFL players of Western Eagle County sheep.
That is incredible. I wish them the best of luck. We can't wait to hear the update. Maybe we can even pull them on the show and have them share their whole experience.
I would bring the lambs in here, but that would be a bad idea. So, hey, Meredith, great to see you out there today. Thank you to everybody for joining us here at Vail Valley Live. For Meredith, this is Ken Hovey at our studios here at the Grand Hyatt. We're a place we love being. I've got some tickets to deliver to David. Make sure that you tune in to us each and every morning from 7 to 8:30 for Vail Valley Live, whether you're watching us online or locally on Outside TV. We appreciate you tuning in. Be nice to each other. Be kind as you drive, smile and wave, hold the doors for people, and say hello, please, and thank you. Just those little reminders. Have a great day.
It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
Living it.
living it.
Living it.
lots to do, lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning.
At 7:30.
7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.